Name 5 things
Five.
rappers should leave behind in 2023.
Mm, broke bitches, leeches, yes man, crashing out when they get the money, and um, some of them bullshit ass clothes they be wearing, man. Some of them bullshit ass outfits and shit they be putting together. Somebody got that shit on.
Now, do you want to explain any of these that you just mentioned?
I can. Which one you want me to explain?
All of them, if you can.
What I said the broke bitches. They the broke bitches behind, cause shit. You see what rich guys go through when they say you don't pay the hush money and all that. So leave them behind. I ain't got time for them to be tag along, trying to hang on when they know they like a loose limb on a tree, dangling off. You know what I mean? So leave them behind. Leeches, you don't need nobody that's just eating off of you and sucking up your juice. Leeches, I'm gonna break that down. Leeches can be just a person that leeching off you for your money, your fame, your hype, your lifestyle, and you also got leeches that suck up your juice, run off with your lingo, your style, start talking like you, dressing like you. So it's two different, you know what I'm saying? And then what else I said? Yeah, them bullshit that outfits, man. Talking about you got it on, you don't got it on with a Nike sweatsuit and some Alpha One, man. You ain't got it on. I ain't gonna get into detail of telling you how to put it on and off, but you ain't got it on. That ain't gotta be caption. Find something else to say. What else I said need to be left behind? I don't forgot that fast.
That's all right. We'll move forward.
But leave all that behind though. I'm talking about like put it in the trash bag, throw it away, make sure it get put on the waste management truck, took to the big waste management station, and they crush it and you ain't gonna never see it again type shit. For real, dog.
Train security or homeboy security.
Train security and homeboy security. Both.
Can you explain?
You got your train security with you because of, I ain't gonna get into debt of how they can use them, and then they can be very useful for you to also help you with your homeboy security. But put it like this, you wanna have somebody that's licensed to carry, that's legally like government, I wouldn't say government, but just by law approved to do whatever needs to be done when it needs to be done as far as protecting you and guarding your body. But you also want to have your homeboys there with you too, because them same people that you paying security fees and stuff to, they don't know you as well as your homeboys. So it's like, I wouldn't say they ain't gonna be, well, I am gonna say they're not gonna be like super protective as your homeboy would, but they gonna be super protective, especially if y'all grow to get a relationship or whatever. But it's like your homeboy can jump out there, and I'm matter of fact, I am gonna get y'all some free game. Your homeboy could have been the one that jump out there if it ain't cameras, but it's a lot of cameras everywhere, so I don't know. But yeah, whatever, yeah, if you're in the back alley or something, your homeboy might be the one that jump out there and pop out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wipe that gun down and get some security, let him put his hands on it, he pop out. See what I'm saying? Now you save a whole lot of money. You ain't gotta worry about going to buying your homeboy out, getting a lawyer. Now he ain't got no case, y'all get away, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that work. You get both of them. Cause at the end of the day, you still gonna travel with your bros anyway, for your comfort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, you maybe got some artists out here that just travel with only their security. No homeboys, no females, no nothing. But I ain't like that. I travel with my homeboys because I try to take them to see more, you know what I'm saying? Show them the world, you know what I'm saying? Take homegirls on the road sometimes, show them the world. And I also like to take people places I'm still making people out of believers, still to this day, whether you believe it or not. So I take people places just so they can see like how people really like come up to me when they see me out of town, or how they go crazy for me at my shows, how they know all the songs word for word, how I still can perform, run it up 3 times back to back to this day. So it just be things like sometimes I be proving a point too, like to the bro, like You know what I'm saying? So the bros are always gonna tag along. We ain't never gonna forget about the bros, especially the one that were there day one. They playing their position. They don't feel entitled. You know what I'm saying? They just here genuinely because they love you. Man, take them with you, man. Take them with you, especially if they was there like when you ain't had nothing going on. Like when you ain't had nothing going on, they was there right there with you with nothing going on. Don't get something going on and forget about them. They go for the little bitch that you might been fucking with too. I ain't saying you gotta be with her, but shit, don't that hurt to know. It don't hurt you to know that, hey man, this little bitch kept it real with me when I was going through a hard time. Cash out her, or if it's too big for the cash out, wire it. You know what I'm saying? Or Zelle, you know what I'm saying? Let her know this just for you keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't fucking or nothing no more. You know, but this just for you keeping it real for when you kept it real with me. Type shit. You know you gotta keep that shit player, man. Player shit only, man. PSO.
Now, just for context, have you had both in your music career? Homeboy security and train security?
Yes, for sure. And I done had them both where altercations went off.
Now, have you seen either of these securities fail you? Have you seen homeboy security fail you? Have you seen train security fail you in certain situations?
Nah, cause I ain't gonna lie. I'ma instill it. Like even with trained security, you can be trained by. You can have been in the Marines, Navy SEAL, whatever you is. I still gotta tell you stuff about me and how I move on certain things and certain places. And when I'm feeling a certain way, you gotta understand that. So it's gonna be still things I gotta explain to them. You know what I'm saying? That I might don't gotta explain to the bros because they already know. And then once you get bigger and bigger, as you go bigger and bigger as an artist, I wouldn't say you switch securities, but it's like sometimes you gotta get more. So sometimes it's new people steady coming in to where they gotta get caught up to where you may have been working with these two guys for 3 or 4 years, but now they bring 2 more in that you just finna start working with. They gotta understand what's going on. So it'll really be the bros and the other security guards that's putting the new security guards down on how we move and what we do and how we do it, which I will never tell that.
All right, so that's the end of that segment. So we're just going to take a break here just so I can look at what I want to ask
Oh,
you.
damn, I want to add something to that segment.
Go ahead.
But what I do want to say is knowing how to move play a strong role when you somebody, a celebrity, superstar, whatever category you want to fall up under. Just anybody with something going on, man. If you got some money, you ain't even gotta be. You can still be in the streets. You can still be in the trap. Whatever you doing to get your money, man. Knowing how to move plays a big role in it, man. You gotta make sure that you is almost 90% secured and 10% lousing around just doing whatever when you moving. 90% secure, 10% lousing around whenever you move. My dad taught me that when I was very young.
When it comes to learning how to move, there are those in the audience that hear that phrase, not just from you, but from others. Learn how to move, know how to move. Where does one get that knowledge on learning how to move? Is that something you're taught? Is that something you get from a book? Is that something you only learn from trial and error?
They keep it real. Shout out to Bud Guapo. Guapo taught me some things about knowing how to move as an artist and all that. So, necessarily you can get it from another artist. These days, it used to be the game is to be sold, not to be told. But it's like now, with Kanye, with all that he did, and he was, how the Jewish community, they help each other and they tell each other things. So now the black people are sharing the information. So it's like, you just gotta tell them. Like it's no book written for it. You gotta know from somebody that got the experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I always been around people that had to they move like they paranoid. Like one thing I was told was move like somebody is always after you. Move like somebody just put $1 million on your head. You wouldn't be in a gas station that long if you know you got $1 million on your head. You ain't gonna be walking at the mall, just freelancing and all that, and you know you got $1 million on your head. You got a bound on your head. You know what I'm saying? So that's a key that I would give to any young guys, young rappers, young street niggas, whatever. Like, just already move like you got smoke, beef, ops, whatever y'all want to call it these days. Move like that already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I already have that together. Because that wrong place at the wrong time can be the last time that you'll ever open your eyes. Believe it. I can't make this up. I'm sorry, Smallz.
Anything else in regards to security?
You gotta secure your people too. Secure your people. Once you get to a level in life, especially financially and fame-wise, secure your people. Secure your people, because they ain't playing it right these days. If they can't get you, they'll go hit at your people. So secure your people too. At all times. Especially mom dudes. Really any family member, but especially mom dudes and pops. Get them out the way.
And just for transparency, you mentioned Kanye here. Do you know Kanye West personally, by any chance?
Nah, I don't know Kanye West personally by any chance. I don't even think I ever been in the same room as Kanye. And I don't been in a lot of rooms. But like when Kanye, Jay-Z, and I probably want to say Nas, probably like the only rappers I ain't been in the room with. And then when I say a room, I mean any room, a backstage room, a meeting, anything like that. I'm probably the three like rappers I ain't really never been around, been in their presence just on some like lightweight kicking it or recording, something like that. But Kanye do know who I am though, for a fact.
Care to share how?
Nah, I don't really care to share how. Cause that don't even matter, cause they may think I'm lying anyway, so it's like I don't care to share how. But he know who I am. He know who Jose Guapo is. I'm bigger than the mayor in Atlanta, so it's like, how could you not know? But he know, like, I was just throwing it out there just to throw it out there. But he know.
And speaking of the mayor, is that a position you ever feel or you foresee or want to run for at a later point in life?
Nah. I'll let somebody else, like, I construct one of the bros that actually go to school for something, and once they go to school for something, I would construct them to be the mayor, and I would just back their campaign. But I wouldn't want to be the mayor, because it's like, you got to deal with too much. I already got a lot to deal with as just an artist, as the responsibilities and being the role model or whatever, because I've been told you I'm now like a role model. You know what I'm saying? I hate the club, stand on couches, pop gold bottles. So, but now I see, we are role models. These people gonna look up to us whether we want them to or not. And like once they take their liking into us, they gonna look up to us whether they want to or not. Cause I know when I was young, I looked it up to Jim Jones, U.S. Santana, Dipset, and Wayne. So it's like, and Wayne always said he was not a role model. He made it clear, like, listen to your parents. Don't listen to me. Just listen to my music. Don't listen to me or do what I do. Do what your parents say do and listen to your parents. But I still was listening to Wayne and listening to Jim Jones. So that's what you get when you get me. Like, you get Wayne and Jim Jones mixed together. Put them in a pot, shake it up. You got Jose Guapo.
And speaking of Lil Wayne or Jim Jones,
Tunchi, Capo.
do you know either of them?
Yes,
personally?
I know both of them. Well, I know Jim Jones. Like, Jim Jones my favorite rapper over Wayne. And when I say favorite rapper, I'm not saying lyrically wise. Like, that's what he was saying in the interview when he was talking about Pusha T and all that. Like, he was saying, like, do they want to dress like him? You know what I'm saying? Do they want to talk like him? All the girls want them. You know what I'm saying? So that's Jim Jones' demeanor is what got me into Jimmy. Like, it ain't even his music, his songs. Of course, we love the ballin'. I love that whole Hustler Poem album. I know it from the back to the front. But yeah, it's just like I was influenced by Jim Jones and Lil Wayne.
And how many times have you been around either of these two?
I actually met Wayne in Miami. I only been around Wayne probably like twice. But T, his guy T, when he be like, roll up the weed, T, That's my man. Shout out T if you see this, which I know you is. Shout out to T. You know I'm still here. You know what I'm saying. Thank you for what you did that night when we was leaving Club Live, and I had tooth pain, and you was there to do what the doctors needed to do. Thank you, T. And also thank you for showing me how to properly roll up backwoods way back then. But yeah, when I pushed up on Wayne, before I say that, I'll tell you about me pushing up on Wayne. It's a lot of artists in this game that you'll run into, rappers or whatever, and you may like them, or you may like their music, or you may like how they kick it in their videos or whatever. Then you'll meet them in it, and it won't be the same thing. You'll leave with like, man, I ain't even really. Somebody got to be around here routes or something, man, because he ain't on that. No, Wayne is who he say he is. And let me straighten something up for people. A lot of people think Wayne is an asshole. He's actually not an asshole, bro. Like, he really one of the coolest. For him to be as that big of an artist that he is, and when we went around him, bro, we was probably like 16, 17 deep, young niggas. Like, he ain't have nobody with him but T, and then, what's the DJ from Stevie J? He ain't have nobody with him but T and Stevie J, and then when he went to the studio, he ain't have nobody but the engineer and T. Cause T roll his weed up. T get paid $100,000 a year just to roll up Wayne weed, by the way. I ain't mean to put your business out there, but I gotta pop it for you if you ain't gonna pop it. Yeah, so basically, boom, back to the story. When we pushed up on Wayne, it wasn't really like my occasion to push up on Wayne. I was just with the Migos. I'm with the Migos, and they pushing up on Wayne. So when we push up on Wayne, once again, he did not just talk to the Migos. He greeted everybody. You know what I'm saying? Then we had to wait on him. He skated for like an hour, 30 minutes, no longer than 2 hours at the moment. So we basically had to wait at the skate park for him to go to the studio, for him and the Migos to even work. So we waiting at the skate park. While we waiting at the skate park, man, them folk just was showing very hospitality. Like, and I told you, it's not many people there. So it's him, T, Stevie J, they're just showing very hospitality, like giving us weed to smoke, other things to do that we may want to do, you know what I'm saying, letting us play on the skateboard or whatever. He's just very down to earth, but when he's skating, he's serious. He's not out there playing, like, you can't go over there skating by him when he's skating. Like, his skate park is huge, first of all, so it's enough room for you to go way low there and try to do your little play skating that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But I was too scared to fall at that time. I was already having T-pain too, so I just did a little jump on the skateboard, jump off joint. I ain't really do too much. Boom, make a long story even shorter. We left the skate park, went to the studio. So Wayne still being my favorite rapper, even though I know I'm that nigga, and I'm Jose Guapo at the time, whether Wayne know who I am or not, I still didn't give a fuck like, this Wayne, this Tunchi, like I didn't kick the too cool role, and I definitely didn't do the extra spaz out groupie motherfucker. I just kept it cool, like, and cordial, but the fact that please believe me that I was enjoying the moment, that I was around one of my favorite rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about in the chill mode too, like, not the shades on. No, this is a chill mode, like, I watched him do the same studio thing that he say he do. Like, I seen him making his coffee. It's that front room that sit outside the studio for like the guests or whatever, where the TV be at. It was on ESPN. He walked in that room several times, because that's the room I was chilling in. I went in actually the studio room, because once again, like I told you, it wasn't my occasion. So I would never force myself into somebody else's situation trying to benefit me. I'm going to mind my business and wait my turn, because I know it's coming. So I sat in there with T, but Wayne is steady coming back and forth to this room because he got to come get his blunts from T, and plus ESPN is on in this room. So he's coming in here watching ESPN. While I'm sitting there, I just want to say something to him, bro. Like, I just want to say something to him, but it's like, we already done did the what's up part and all that. He already done gave us dap and showed us love, so it's like, I don't want to say nothing that's just super burnt out. That just sound like I'm overdoing it, just trying to just talk to Wayne just to talk to Wayne. So the conversation of promethazine codeine came up or whatever. I actually already knew the answer to the question, but I just wanted to holler at Tune and see how his response was gonna be to me as far as us just dialoguing about that. So I was just basically asking like, what do you have to have? Like, what illness or sickness do you really have to have for you to be prescribed promethazine codeine? Ooh. And, you know, he went into breaking it down for me and all that and let me know things and stuff like that. Just about doctors and different things like that. So I did get like a little one-on-one conversation with him a little bit. And I enjoyed that, man. That was enough for me, man. Like, you know, and then just still being in his presence. Because I told you, even though I wasn't in the studio room, I was in the room with T while he rolling weed up at and we watched TV. And but Wayne's constantly coming in this room, you know, the Pomo coffee, you know, ice or whatever, you know, different little things that he need while he in an actual studio room. So yeah, that was a great time, and I left with the same feeling of, you know, this was my favorite rapper growing up. Nah, he ain't no asshole, man. I'm down to earth, man. Like, oh my God, like yeah, like I love like I fuck with Wayne, I fuck with Tune, I fuck with Tune.
And did any of that music from that studio session end up seeing the light of day?
Yeah. And I only heard the songs like after we left, and you know we put the aux on and stuff like that. I didn't even, like I told you, I didn't go in the studio room or none of that. You know, I was just doing me. I was just kicking my pee, popping my pee in the chill room. You know what I'm saying? It's not my occasion, like I told you. So yeah, so like basically, yeah, I heard the songs, and some of them songs are out right now with millions of streams that people are listening to. Long Live Takeoff.
Care to share the names of any of those songs that?
I can't really remember because once again, I told you, they're not even my song. But any songs that you like hear that's Migos with Wayne on it, Wayne and featuring Amigos, or Migos featuring Wayne, or Takeoff and Lil Wayne, I heard it before it came out.
And how long ago was this?
This was...
You may have said it, but just in case, just to...
When I met Wayne?
Yeah.
The whole Wayne thing?
Yeah, the whole Wayne Migos scenario there.
This was... I can't even... This probably like...
Rough estimate.
2015. But I gotta elaborate on Jim too, because remember I told you Jim, my favorite artist too. I gotta tell y'all something. This is something that's gonna blow the world. Well, it may not blow the world, but it blew my world. Jim ended up started coming to Atlanta, and I got a mutual friend that he know that he was rocking with, and he brought him around. My mutual friend, not even knowing how much of a fan and Dipset I was as a kid. Like you see, I got the bandana on right now. Like shout out Santana. We serving, you know what I'm saying? I'm serving that Killer Cam. Bought a new toy. But basically, yeah, Jim is on the block with us, like smoking. Like I done been to shows with Jim. We in hotel lobbies, like, you know, waiting on him to come down, different stuff like that. Jim actually came to Lil Money funeral. Jim Jones came to Lil Money funeral. For the world who don't, for the viewers or whoever don't know, Lil Money is my little brother that died from gun violence. Jim Jones came to the funeral. And it's nothing, like, cause people be asking me, why you ain't got no song with Jim yet? Why you ain't got no this with Jim? Ooh. I'm like, man, it's nothing bigger that Jim can do for me than that he done already, bro. He came to my little brother funeral, bro. Like, I don't know how to even get into that, but bro, where I'm from and how I came up and the hood, just how things was going. I never knew I was gonna even be no rapper, let alone start meeting my favorite rappers. And then to have my favorite rapper at my little brother's funeral, yo, like, it don't get no realer than that. It don't get no realer than that. It ain't a verse, it ain't a song, it ain't a concert he can bring me out at. It ain't nothing that can be bigger than that to me. Like, so Jim is forever in my favor. Jimmy Guapo, by the way, you doing your thing right now with Pusha T, man. You need to get on pushed out the way. You know what I'm saying? Push him on out the way, man. I'm riding with Guapo on this one.
Now, what's the best advice you ever received from Jim Jones? or most important thing you learned being around him so far?
Never asked him for no advice. But what he have told me was, when you're doing deals and music, deals and stuff like that, you're probably never gonna get what you're gonna want, but you're gonna get what you negotiate. So that's probably the biggest thing I learned from him. But I never asked him for no advice. Like I told you, when he come, it never was on like rapper time. He would be on the block with us, man, smoking weed. You know, we may get in the truck, ride around, smoke weed, go to the room or something, excuse me, go to the room or something, kick it for real. Like, it wasn't never like rap stuff with us. Now, of course, he wanna help me. He done reached out trying to help me, especially over the pandemic when he had that little thing going on with the recording thing, that little platform he created. He always called me for all his little adventures that he start or whatever, and I always wanted me to be a part of him. I'm always a part of him. I should have worn my vent light glasses today. Let him know, but I ain't. But he know what's going on. But yeah, Jim, like anytime I hit Jim, he answer the phone, he text back, DM, whatever, like pictures, like that. Nah, Jim, it's Dipset. Dipset for life.
Anything else you want to mention about Jim Jones or Lil Wayne, or question you weren't asked people want to know about either of these two?
They real people. They not too far gone to they think, no, they real people, bro. Like I told you about Wayne, like people be thinking, like I just knew, even when I was a fan of him as younger and wasn't rapping yet, none of that, people always thought like Wayne might be an asshole or some shit like that. Or no, Wayne a player. Wayne P. Wayne pushing it till it can't be pushed no more. That's why he went on and pushed T out of the way. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep shooting that Push T the whole interview. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't even mind that small. But like I was saying, yeah, Wayne pushing it and Jim definitely pushing it, man. So, but you know, they had Ben came together anyway back in the day. You know, Birdman on the Ballin' remix. You know what I'm saying? You know, then, you know, I Can't Feel My Face with Wayne and Joel. So Dipset and Wayne was rocking with each other anyway. So that made it better for me as just a child viewing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my guy's rocking. So, yeah, them folk real people though. Like, they down to earth. The money ain't changed them. Well, I can't say I ain't changed them because it ain't like I knew them before they had money, but the money ain't making them act weird. And I don't see a lot of niggas get money and act weird.
What's your definition of weird?
Just switching up and just start doing things that you know ain't them. Like, you been knowing them for so long and you like, this ain't even bro. Like, I don't know what he working like. They go to, some of them talk different, try to put on a different type of talk, and like all type of things, bro. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Like, motherfuckers forget not even just what you may have did for them or anything. They'll just forget they'll forget y'all relationship. Like, damn, the money that made you forget, like how cool, man, you really is. Shit be crazy in the industry. Shit be crazy.
Now, speaking of those changes, have you ever seen someone turn weird but then get back to how they used to be? Or once they turn weird, they never return back? From your personal experiences.
Yeah, I seen some people do it. I ain't gonna say no names, but yeah, some people, they turn and they ain't know what they had going on, and we had some conversations and whatever, and everything got back right, rocking how it's supposed to be. Yeah, but it's like, I'm not a yes man, so I'm type of like, I'm gonna be the bro that's gonna bring you back down to earth or whatever. It may turn into an argument or anything or something like that, because you may think I'm trying to check you or whatever, or I'm trying to like belittle you because you got the most money or whatever. That don't matter to me. Like, it can be a nigga with $1 billion and I ain't got never probably 10,000. I won't give a damn. Like, the money don't make me or break me, so I'm gonna be who I am, whether I'm banked up or fucked up. So it's just like, yeah, people that made U-turns to where they come back and they let you know when they was tripping and everything.
Anything else on this topic?
Nah, not on Wayne and Jim. That's enough. I think.
Or the weird topic?
Oh, the weird. No, you know, that's it. I told you the people that act weird, they seem to come back around. Maybe it be the drugs. I don't know, the money. Because, you know, money is a drug, too. Why people be acting like they ain't addicted to something. Everybody got vices. Clothes can be addictive. Shoes, like you got the sneakerheads, they ain't never sneaker junkies. They're addicted to shoes. You got hype beasts that want to go to Complex Con and get all the little pieces and stuff that come out. Y'all fashion junkies. Y'all addicted to clothes. That's y'all vice. Everybody got a vice. Don't judge me for mine. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Don't judge me for mine when everybody got one.
What's the last song you listened to before this game?
The last song I listened to before that game.
Whether it was yours or someone else's.
It wasn't mine. It was YTB Fat. Man, my life so lit right now. I might put on Montana around this bitch. And my boy shot off, man. Go. This shit on the floor. 3,500 my little coat. For this music shit, they trying to I send a booster hit. Go. Every time. Yeah, that extravagant way. You see, he always be saying extravagant way. You know, SVL, you know that, Smallz. That SVL is extravagant lifestyle. So we got a connection. Plus, I know what's in the way. Fat was we been kicking pimping. Shout out my boy Apple.
What's the last song you had on repeat? Played it multiple times.
ESTG, Undefeated. I'm undefeated. Streets ain't beat me. The police neither. I ain't got no sympathy for nobody knowing what I'm teaching. And I'm a motherfucking preacher. I'm more comfortable with demons. I hear all weekend the beat is stinking. Trapping, I ain't leaving. Call my baby like I need you. Coming back up all these pieces. Lead to ejection by the needle. I ain't forcing on my people. And they ain't forcing on me either. We both addicts, so I feel them. Addicted to some shit that might just kill them. Yeah, ESCG, that's who I'm riding to though. That's like out of the new rappers, that's the main one I'm on. Shawty be rapping a lot of things I done went through in my life, and I really relate to Buddy.
What's the last song you put someone onto? You recommended this song to another person.
My song today, I just had to tell somebody because they walked up on me and they was like, release some new music, man. I was like, I got new music out right now. I got a new song out. I got 2 songs I just released, Pez Spaghetti and Like Me. So Like Me, that was the last song, and I had a little female situation that night that I was doing that with. I put her down because she liked my music too, so I put her down on a new joint. I put her down on Like Me. And Like Me just actually came out. So yeah, Like Me is the last song I put anybody on.
What's the last song you hated? Couldn't stand. Bugged you. Bothered you. Got under your skin, perhaps.
Ain't no song gonna get up under my skin. It ain't that serious. I don't gotta listen to it. But a song that just was around and I was like, I don't know. Cause I control what I listen to. I don't listen to the radio, so it ain't like I gotta hear what's being played. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I got no song that was the last song. I was like, man, I don't wanna hear that shit, man. No, I ain't got no song like that because at the end of the day, I told you, I control what I listen to.
What's the last song you had sex to?
You ready? Get it. They been massaging me, cause she know I'm getting it consistent. Massaging me, cause she know I'm getting that money consistent. Massaging me, you know I'm getting it. Yeah, I'm legit going to the hood, throwing up gang, son. That Future, man, that massaging me. I just hit some of that last night. That's what she wanted to put on. She was like, she wanted to put on some of my music. I thought she wanted to put on the Future slow. I thought she was gonna go Love Me Better or Wait For You. She go massaging me. I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna whip Johnson out. She gonna put Johnson in her mouth. Oh, excuse me. That was too much information. Sorry. Chill out, bro. Chill out.
Now, you have had sex to your own music as well.
Yeah. Of course.
What's that like? Hearing your own voice while you're having sex with someone?
I don't know, cause I be hearing her voice more than I be hearing mine. You hear that noise and you hear her voice kind of more than you hear the music. I don't be paying no attention to the music. I be focusing on what I'm focusing on when I'm in it. When I'm, you know what I'm saying? I may ski in it. I may dive in it. May swim in it. May hit a backflip in that motherfucker. So I don't really know. I can't say the feeling of that. But I don't hit a lot of, well, I wouldn't say hit because that sounds like hit. But I don't smash and have sex with a lot of women to my music though.
Now, when you've had sex to your own music, is it at their request or your own doing?
Always at their request, because it ain't like I'm finna be like trying to just force my music on, oh, we gotta listen to my music when we fuck. Like, nah, like whatever they wanna hear. Like, they may wanna hear R&B. They may wanna go playlist R&B to where it's just flip through nothing but R&B songs back to back to back. So nah, I let them control that, because I know what I'm finna be in control of once we get in the bed or the floor or whatever we on doing what we doing. I know what I'm finna be in control with. And it's gonna be this right here. I'm in control of this, man, making sure I have this. So, and what I do with it, we already know that part. So I'm in control of that. So I let them control the music. Y'all can put on whatever y'all want to put on.
Be that as it may, ever tested out new, unreleased music of yours during sex?
Yeah, I did that before. But like I said, like I'm Wolverine, so I'ma punish you. So it's like it ain't no point of me trying to introduce them to a new song while we having sex, cause they mind is not finna connect. They getting distracted by something that is undistractable. You see what I'm saying? So like they more worried about that. And then what type of nigga is that? Like, you gotta be shrimp. You gotta be shrimp or coming up short or something, man, if she even got time to look at what song playing or, think about what song playing. I mean, you ain't doing your job, buddy. You coming up short, man. You ain't pound towning, man. If she got time to be worried about all that, especially once y'all get into it. Like, once y'all get to going, it's different if you just turn it on, roll one up, y'all, and y'all smoking and drinking, and you introducing it. But while y'all actually getting intimate, and you trying to introduce a song, man, I ain't the person to be able to do that. I'm laying it down, John.
Well, it may not even be a perspective of you introducing a new song. You may just want to see what the reaction is, the natural reaction of what that song is or does or that sort of thing.
But having sex ain't the time for that. After sex or before sex is the time for that. Not in the... How can I see the real reaction if I'm punishing her and she got her face a certain type of way from the sex, feeling so great or whatever? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be sitting right here figuring out, is it the sex that got her like this or is it my new song? Nah, we just gonna leave right here with the sex. Then I'll play the new song after that.
Now, when it comes to those females that do request your music, is it a particular song that you always seem to get the same request of throughout all your...
I got a song called Fuck All Night. A lot of girls want to have sex to that. Just basically my slow songs for real. Like, they don't want to, ain't like a girl gonna come in and be like, turn Fuck the Rock Game on. And we start fucking, like, they gonna want to have my slow songs more than anything. Or, sad songs or something. Me talking about a sad situation I probably went through or a breakup. Or, I got Where's the Love At? Looking for Love in the Wrong Places. That's the same song. So I got them type of songs. I got songs for that. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of sad, what's the last song you cried to? Shed a tear, perhaps.
Codeine Crazy. I don't know why, but it's just like that song right there don't really resonate good with me when I think about Lil Money. That shit crazy. And then probably like that See You Again by Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, I don't really like listening to sad songs, even when it's those type of times. Like I still play like, you know, songs where it's more saluting and represent. You know, I play it turn. Like when Takeoff passed, I ain't stopped playing that hotel lobby. Put out in the hotel lobby. She said she took a look. This is what chill out. Now she sees in 3D. Wow, like I'm playing your turned up song more than sad. And I don't really listen to a lot of sad songs like that. I'm not like I be hearing a lot of people like saying that they go to Ride Wave and all that. Ride Wave, man, you talented, but bro, I can't ride around to you all day, bro. I know I probably I'm gonna be emotional, bro. Like I done lost some real people that mean a lot to me, family, and they got the same DNA family. Then I got family that's just my family outside of my family, and I lost real people from both sides. So it's like, I ain't trying to be running around listening to that, because at the end of the day, when it comes to the radio, the radio program those songs to your head. So if you listening to this all day, it's gonna get programmed, and that can affect your mood. Like that's why when I wake up, I wake up in the morning. Some days I put on R&B, or some days I put on just like turned up. Like I told you, I might just throw on that G-Ski, might just throw on Future, Pluto, throw on Baby, throw on some turned up music so I can go and get turned up. Make sure I'm listening to get money music all the time, because that's all I focus on, getting money. So I throw on some get money music and go get me some money.
What's the last song you fell asleep to? Song you heard right before you shut it down, so to speak.
I wouldn't be able to recall that, because when I fall, that's the thing, I don't go to sleep, I fall asleep. I don't know if people know the difference, but I tell you, going to sleep is like when you got a bed, you set your bedtime, you like, I gotta go to bed at 10 because I gotta get up in the morning, such. I don't go to sleep cut the TV off, cut the lights off, but lay on your pillow. Nah, I may fall asleep with everything on, because I fall asleep, I don't go to sleep. So I may end up falling asleep on a song, but that don't mean it was whack or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? And then plus, when it's sleep time or whatever, I might not necessarily be listening to music. I might be binge watching something that a little female or one of the bros put me on a good show or something like that, and I binge watch that as long as I can stay up, because I know I don't think I got sleep in this order, but my sleeping pattern's so crazy. Yep.
What's the last song you played outside your genre of music?
Last song I played outside my genre of music was probably Post Malone, Cooped Up.
What's the last song you played your fans would be surprised to hear you listening to?
Future, falling out of love with Love You Better. That Drake and that 21 Spin About You. That Do or Die featuring Twister. That Ashanti, see my days are cold without you. And also that Fantasia, When I See You. You're so sexy. Walk by. Yeah, I be on them type of vibes too. And plus I got 5 sisters, so I know them. That Nivea, 25 Reasons. I know some joints now.
And when you say 5 sisters, same mother and father as you?
Same father. But we was raised like we got the same mother. It ain't we don't kick no half. That's my brother on my daddy's side. That's my sister on my daddy's side. Now that's my brother. That's how my grandma long left my grandma Bonita. We was really raised family origin. It ain't no such thing as half brother, had sister on dad's side, sister on mom's side. Nah, I got 5 sisters.
Now, you've answered this question previously, but we'll rewind it here to ask you fully. And that question was going to be, what's the last song you released? You mentioned 2 of them. Are those available on all streaming platforms?
Yes, and I did drop them simultaneously. Yes, sir. Drop them simultaneously. Petty Spaghetti, which is out right now, and Like Me, which is out right now. You know what I'm saying?
And care to share what each of those songs are about?
Petty Spaghetti is just like another word. That's like lingo. You know, I'm like a lingo type of artist. So it's just basically petty. Anything petty. It's just petty. But it just sound better, petty spaghetti. Like, man, go ahead on all that petty spaghetti ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when the vibe go to trip, hey man, she on some petty spaghetti ass shit, man. So that's how petty spaghetti go. That's the explanation of that. It's kind of self-explanatory. And Like Me, it's kind of self-explanatory too. It's like basically, I'm just telling them like, they ain't really never met nobody like me. They ain't never seen nobody like me because I'm a one of none. I'm not even a one of one. I'm a one of none. Like, I'm a Martian. Like, I don't age, none of that. So it's like me is if I know they ain't never met nobody like me, seen nobody like me, kicked with nobody like me, and I never find nobody like me because I'm the last of a rare dying breed.
What's the last song you performed?
Petty Spaghetti. I just did that at the Ab Soul concert at Center Stage when his Excellence tour was here. His Intelligent tour was here. I was up my dog Fredo, Short Dog, Cuddy them, and Soul, and we rocked out.
And that was in Atlanta.
Yeah, Short Dog brought me out.
And what was the reaction to Petty Spaghetti at that venue?
I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't really like my crowd. So, and then like, I didn't really like give it 100% energy. I should have went out but the way I was dressed like so, you know what I'm saying, dapper, that I couldn't even really get into it because it's like how the clothes was cut and stuff like that. I had on like a Dior sweater with like this Gucci see-through shirt on up under it. So it came up under the thing and like hung up on it. So it was like I didn't want to be doing too much stretching that out and then the sweater and plus I didn't want to just get super hot on the stage. I just went out there and gave him a dose of it. I ain't even give him a whole, they just got a teaspoon. They ain't even get the whole, you know what I'm saying? They ain't get the whole shebang.
And finally, what's the last song you want to hear before the world ends?
I wish that I can have this moment for life. For life. That Nicki Minaj, for life. Cause in this moment I just feel so alive. That Nicki Minaj, man, I wanna hear that, man. Cause basically, you say the world finna end, right? So I'm saying, I wish I can have this moment for life. Like whatever I would be doing right before the world end, whatever. I know the world finna end, whatever I did before that, enjoying myself, whatever. I wish that I could keep on doing that, but the world finna end.
And that's hypothetically speaking, of course.
Of course. But you know what, though? I remember back in 2012, when they was acting like the world finna end, man, yo, it was like we was riding and the radio was on. Now we ride to the radio. Bro, it was like they was playing nothing but them type of songs, like the world is really finna end. They played like the Drake, I know I'm way too good, it is over. It's over. They was just sending so many shots to they really was. That's why I had to go back and tell you, the radio would program some of your head. They was really having me thinking like at 6 o'clock, man, I don't know how it's finna happen or what's finna go on, but I swear I thought the world was finna be over. Oh, well, let me say one thing then.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Smallz, I had, I started a YouTube channel where it's just straight content. So the YouTube channel is Jose Guapo, DGAF. Jose Guapo, don't give a fuck. So that's my YouTube channel for all the people out there. Y'all already know all my other platforms and all that, but y'all make sure y'all stream the music, go subscribe to my channel, And check out those videos and those stories that I'm giving y'all. I'm giving y'all real stories that I seen with my own 2 eyes. I can't speak on nothing I didn't see, man. You know what I'm saying? Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Anything else?
It's the $1 million kid, baby. I just don't. Like I was saying, man. We can't let him get Mr. Miyagi caught up with Daniel's son. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Miyagi is here. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I know I took a year break. I never do y'all like that again, man. Y'all my fans, man. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, you know, you don't switched up locations on them, man. You a nasty dealer, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to show love to Smallz because there's a lot of people that come in here and they ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, show you that type of love. Like, you put a lot of, you done help break a lot of careers and things like that. So salute to you. And I got one last thing to say to all the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep on running around smart, rip y'all out the plastic when y'all acting brand new. Hey man, nigga like me, I ain't gonna rip out the plastic if you go to acting brand new, man. I might just let you suffocate, man, and don't know what happened. Cause you put yourself in the plastic stuff by you start acting brand new. So I ain't gonna rip out the plastic, and I ain't gonna untie the ribbon, cut the ribbon, none of that, man. You wanna be like that, you gonna stay in the plastic, man. And I'm going on, John. Young Guapo, young Guapo, young Guapo.